Good evening, welcome along. A happy Sunday to you all. You're watching CSM Live Freshers' Ball Special. My name is Hugh Ware.
And I'm Beth Ann Lyons, and this is day 10 of CSM Live Freshers 2014. You're here with CUTV. You can get in touch throughout the show. All you've got to do is tweet us at Cardiff Union TV. And what's the hashtag, Hugh?
Hashtag Freshers' Ball, and we'll be reading out some of your tweets during the show. Yes, this is La Decima of CSM Live for 2014. Gareth Bale knows all about that. Coming up on today's show, of course, we'll be having highlights of all the best items of the CSM Live over the last 10 days, including the sports fair, the volunteering fair, all the different fairs that we've been to.
And we were up at the Heath as well, don't forget that. We were at the Societies Fair on Monday and Tuesday, and that's what we'll be showing you soon. So there's loads coming up on today's show.
Also today we'll be having a tour of the different halls available at Cardiff Uni, Talabont and Senghennydd, and of course the brand new Talabont Gate, which has been under construction over the last year. We'll be having a set with Kinky Wizards, who will be playing us out later in the show. Live music for the very first time on CSM Live, Beth.
Yeah, of course, and we've had plenty of stuff going on over the last week, as you've just said. We went up to all the halls, we've been at the club nights every evening. We're going to be down in a Place and the Great Hall later for your Freshers' Ball, featuring people like Scouting for Girls, Zane Lowe. Who else have we got down there, Hugh?
Oh, we got a Duker down there as well, of course. There's a fantastic lineup down there.
Loaded Jones and the Cradles as well. So it's going to be a really, really huge evening for any fresher out there, really.
Yeah, also a very, very special treat for you guys watching at home. We're going to be joining Rob and Sam Lloyd over in Express Studio just over there for a live stream chat with those guys a little bit later on, which is very exciting. The first time CUTV have infiltrated Express Studio, Beth.
Express Radio has never been broadcast live on CSM, so this is huge for them. We've been doing shows 2 hours a night, 8 till 10, all up throughout Freshers, and Rob and Sam Lloyd are closing it for you tonight. They are doing lots of retro remixes just over there in the studio.
Yeah, there's no question. If you're not making your way to a Place tonight, you have got the next best seat in the house. So, Beth, Freshers 2014, we are now old. We are third year.
I know this is our last Freshers Ball.
I hate to remind us, this is our last Freshers period. How's it been for you?
It's been fantastic. It's been exhausting, and I felt like an OAP a lot of the time. I went to the welcome party on the second night, and I stuck out like a sore thumb. I went with some of the production guys from CUTV, and we just didn't really fit in anymore.
Oh no, that's not the case. It's not the case. We've been filming, as you know, down in most of the Freshers periods, and yeah, it's fair to say, you know, but people have been very forthcoming with interviews. Like sometimes you go down to clubs, they're like, no, go away, we want to have a good time. But they've been really, really enthusiastic and nice and forthcoming, shall we say. You had quite a controversial time when you went to the YOLO launch night, as you had a couple of people who weren't very happy about the name change. Well, exactly. The name change itself is controversial. I mean, YOLO, the jury's still out, folks. Tweet us in your thoughts using the hashtag Freshers Ball. So yeah, we're going to take you now to the highlights of all the fairs we've been at. So we've been to the Heath, we've been at Societies Fairs, sports, and at the volunteering fair.
I really like the city. I think it has some nice architecture, but this is really confusing for me.
So, can you say I love CUTV in Portuguese?
Yes, absolutely. Eu amo CUTV.
Minha rogação CUTV, tá?
Ich liebe CUTV.
Ai, CUTV.
Saya cinta CUTV.
Eu amo CUTV.
Ambor CUTV, pam.
We're here on Societies Fair, day 1.
We're the Cardiff Comedy Society and we're new to the union this year.
Hi, we're Act 1.
Saudi Scientific Society.
We're the Sinatra Society. So CUTV is here at day 2 of the Societies Fair. What does Quidditch involve?
It's like rugby, except there's people wandering around with tennis balls, and if they hit you with a tennis ball, you have to walk to the midline and then back in.
So we're going to do some ballet moves. If you stand with your feet turned out, in first position like that, and then if you bend your knees, bend them down, that's it, and that's called a plie. That's a basic ballet move. Why do you bail me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down? Mess me around and then worst of all, you never know, baby, when you say you will.
Okay, so in terms of Students' Union, we've got the Heath Hub. The Heath Hub is basically kind of the mini Students' Union on this site.
We're Cardiff Uni Fencing Club.
We're the University Royal Naval Unit.
Okay, we're with the tennis club now.
We're the Windsurfing Society.
Table tennis now. You can't call it tennis without calling it table tennis, can you?
Caving is just like, if you think about it as an underground obstacle course type deal.
Okay, we're here with the girls football club today.
Well, Jiu-Jitsu, it's a very inclusive martial art. We're the Cardiff University Rowing Club.
We're trampolining.
Came here now with Cardiff Women's Rugby.
Cardiff Rugby Clubs, we're a big family.
Cardiff Rifle Club.
We all train between twice and 3 times a week, plus all our gym work, so it keeps us looking big and strong for the girls. And for the boys.
RAG is the Raising Gift Society.
I'm here with the Uni Boob Team.
We go to the pub every other week with a bunch of young adults with Asperger's syndrome.
This is obviously the Student Volunteering Fair, and most of the projects here are projects that SVC runs.
Well, I'm here with Simon, who is with the Cardiff March on Cancer.
The Red Cross is the world's largest humanitarian organisation.
We're a mental health charity.
Yeah, how busy it was down in the fairs, Beth. It was a fantastic few days down in Place and the Great Hall.
Yeah, we were down there Monday and Tuesday promoting CUTV and Express. And talking about Express, that's what's going to happen now. We're going to be going live next door to the studio to see what Rob England and Sam Lloyd, regular Express presenters, what they're getting up to.
Name as many words as we can, but we're not allowed to. As else has already said. We're live.
Hello. Oh, hello there. This is Rob England, Samuel Bargoyd Lloyd, broadcasting live at Express Radio. How are you doing, Sam?
I'm very well, thank you very much, Robert. How are you?
I'm good. We've got some songs on right now, so you'll be kind of hearing them in the background. But yeah, so we thought for you now, for you there in the studio, Beth and Hugh. We don't see eye to eye sometimes, but it's still mutual, it's good. Now, we are going to sum up freshers in 3 words each, so we're going to put our three freshers words to sum up this week. Well, it's a bit more than the week, actually, isn't it? So, here it is. Should we do like 1?
Yes, probably, yes.
Wagwan, okay.
Wagwan. I would, from what I remember of the Freshers' Week, and from what I've observed this week, I'm in a posh mood. We're all in ties tonight.
Oh yes.
For the Freshers' Ball. I hope you're all getting ready for it. Very excited. I would describe Freshers' Week as wild.
I would describe Freshers' Week as tiring.
Depends how involved you are, really, I suppose. Second one, I would say vibrant.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. I would say long. It's been long. It's been a long week.
I would also say, well, my final word would be experience, because it is an experience itself.
Yeah.
And I think in order to survive it, you need experience. It's like it's like a music festival.
Or a war.
Or a war. Or a war. Or the support our troops.
A yearly war, never ending. But no, my final word isn't going to be war, because that's that's a little bit strong. I'd say actually refreshing, because it is a refreshing week. You get back to uni, it's all crazy, it's all mad. People are getting really into it, and it's it's really nice to be a part of that atmosphere, even if it can be a little bit draining at times. So that's it. Yeah.
We hope you've enjoyed this week more than a week and a half. More than anything, it's a fantastic experience. You've got 3, 4, 5 of the best years ahead of you, and we're going to be here all the way on Express Radio
All the way, baby.
All the way, giving tunes such as this remix of Rusted Roots Sent Me On The Way, which is just mental. So,
I mean, who would do that? Who would play that apart from us? I mean, we're crazy.
Most people like playing Anaconda. My Anaconda doesn't. My Anna doesn't.
And it's like, why don't you get Anaconda? Oh, anyway, so that's pretty much it from us, guys. Remember we've got a show going on right now, and if you want to tweet in your posh selfies to us, there's a chance to win something.
Let's do a posh selfie now.
Yeah, let's do it right now on air. Is there any way we can get the camera in as well?
No, but I will turn around and just...
Let's do it here. So let's get you. We're going to get you in right now, guys. Here it is. Hey!
There you go. You're in the posh selfie now.
I did the T.
All of you at home watching this, you're in a selfie.
All right. Bye!
So that was Rob and Sam live on Express Radio. You wouldn't catch us doing a posh selfie live on air, would you, Hugh?
You certainly wouldn't, no. Disgraceful and unprofessional behaviour, I have to say.
Here at CUTV, we're a little bit more professional than those guys over at Express Radio. So,
well, if you've ever wondered what Express looks like in the flesh, as it were, there is your answer. That's how it works. Beth, station manager, she can testify for that.
But I do prefer CUTV. Obviously, I have to say that as we are broadcasting for CUTV right now. As we said earlier, if you do want to get in touch with us, all you've got to do is tweet us at Cardiff Union TV. Use the hashtag Freshers Ball and you can get involved. We'll read some of our best tweets out during the show.
Yeah, so as Rob and Sam were saying, a refreshing Freshers experience. Try saying that after a Freshers experience.
Well, how was Freshers in your first year, Hugh, when you were a genuine fresher? Did you have a good time, or...?
Oh, yeah, I had immense time. I do remember, I remember most of it.
Do you remember any of it?
I remember most of it, but if that gives something away, is that there are certain things maybe I don't remember. But Beth, how was yours?
Well, I lived up in Tally North, not in the reduced, not in the really grim parts, but there was a lot of Tesco trolleys. There was far too much alcohol, and people that we try not to talk about it too much. So
in the grim parts.
Well, you know what anyone who's watching now who knows what Tally North is like, the rooms are the size of the table in front of us. They're not they're not 5-star accommodation, to say the least.
Well, it makes me feel happy that I commuted in my first year.
But then Barry,
Barry, what's wrong with Barry?
So, talking about that, we're going to take you to the Hall's highlights now. We've been at the lovely new luscious Tally Gate. We went to Tally North, South, Court, St Kenneth and Uni Halls. So we're going to show you some of the highlights of when we popped down to all those different places over Freshers.
I think we're on about going tonight, the opening tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in class. Have you got your student card and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, I went there yesterday, got my band and
stuff.
Good, man.
What happened last night?
We attempted to go to a student house, took a wrong turning, got drenched, got a taxi back and got fried chicken about 3 a.m.
And are you kind of adjusting to the fresher lifestyle, like kind of waking up late? I noticed you've got some slippers on, so you just kind of embracing it all?
Yeah, I'm loving it, really. It's amazing.
So you've been in Wales like kind of a few hours now. Have you seen any sheep yet?
Not a single sheep. I'm so disappointed. Where are the sheep?
And have you seen any sheep yet?
I haven't.
Are you going out tonight?
Definitely. It's Saturday.
Are you homesick already, or?
I'm not homesick already. I'm very excited now rather than nervous. So.
It's different when your parents go. When they're still around and then like, unpacking with you and stuff like that, it's fine. And as soon as they go, and you're like, oh my god, I'm independent. I'm on my own now, and with your flatmates and stuff. No, it's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Talabont, Sanghennydd, and of course the brand new Talabont Gate, which has been under construction, as we say, for the best part of all of last year. It's really, really exciting to see that now done, completed, finished, and clean.
I don't really think it's fair on all the other people that live in Tally North, though, because they can look upon Tally Gate and just feel like peasants, can't they?
Well, that's for them to decide. Maybe the people of Tallygate it might be sort of, vice versa.
I think they give them like Red Cross parcels at the start of every week, like when mum and dad send the extra money. They send stuff down to the peasants down in Tally North, which I was one of them. Anyone in Tally North, I'm not offending you. I was one. I know what it's like to be there. It's fine. You'll get through it.
Commuter. Sorry.
So coming up later this evening, it's the Freshers' Ball. It's the biggest part of Freshers Week. We've got Zane Lowe, Scouting for Girls, Loaded Jones, and 2 other fantastic acts. And Cardiff Union as a whole is a really great music venue. Who have you seen during your time here at Cardiff Uni?
I remember going to see Blue once.
In your teens or during university?
Oh, during university. It was last year. And I have to say, surprisingly, I enjoyed it. Now, don't judge on that seriously, but I thought it was a really good night, in fairness. But you've interviewed a lot of acts, Beth. You've interviewed Hanson.
Oh, they were fantastic. I did an Express Radio interview with them last year ahead of their set down at the Union. They've got their own beer, and we did a game where if they got something wrong, I'd buy them a pint, and if I got it right, they'd give me a crate of beer. So I got a crate of beer from Hanson.
Nice.
They won a Grammy back in the 90s,
Yeah, that's right, they did.
And it was really kind of awkward bringing up the Grammy because they just didn't really want to talk about it because they've kind of nosedived since then.
It is interesting, though, just seeing the club nights and just seeing acts like right on your front doorstep, don't you think?
Yeah, and as we said, Zane Lowe's been here before. Zane Lowe is a fantastic DJ, obviously, probably the best specialist DJ in the world. That's a big claim because, some of the guys at Express could challenge him, but... who else we've got there tonight? Scouting for Girls. Are you a big Scouting for Girls fan?
Oh yeah, big Scouting for Girls fan. I have to say, I do. Just going back to Zane Lowe very quickly, we did do an amazing interview with Zane this time last year when he came and DJ'd, and I think, in my opinion, it was the best interview that CUTV have ever done, or one of the best.
I think Zane might have been drunk at the time. He did end up kicking a notebook, so he was a bit worse for wear, the Kiwi, that evening.
Yeah, that was one of many highlights from that interview. It is up on our YouTube page on Cardiff Union TV still, so you can check that out.
How are you finding a place? How are the Freshers finding a place? Let us know. Tweet in at Cardiff Union TV with a hashtag Freshers Ball. Compared to Solus, it's so much more lush, isn't it?
Well, I have to say, I'm really, really enjoying the place. You've got the massive, great big bar, which is on the far side of the room as you walk in. You've got the balcony, which you go up the steps, up the spiral staircase. You've got different booths, for goodness sake.
Do you not think the spiral stairs at some point somebody is going to absolutely off their face? They're going to go for a tumble down there.
Well, it's probably only a matter of time, in fairness, but you would hope that they got certain sorts of safety measures in place.
You would hope. Express Radio has actually been hiding 5 purple envelopes in a place every evening of Freshers. There will be more down there tonight. If you do win, you might win something from the TAF, you might win food, you might win drink, and there's But first of all, what we're going to do now is... Were you at Flux last night, Hugh?
I wasn't at Flux last night, but I might be going tonight.
Well, tonight is Freshers' Ball, but I was at Flux, so let's see if I was on the highlights video.
The phone party and the place looks pretty crowded, so let's go in and check it out. Hey guys, how are you tonight?
I'm having a great time. Having a great time.
Have you been to a phone party before?
No! I didn't know what to wear!
Are you here for the phone party?
Yeah! We're getting a drink first. Yeah.
How do you like the new nightclub?
Yeah, we love the new look. It's so much better. It's really, really good.
It's better than in town. It's so good.
Hi, how are you guys tonight?
We love Cardiff! It's so great. I love it.
You love to represent Wales here at CUTV. So, we'll pass you over now to our little chat with the Kinky Wizards, who are sat next to us. We'll be with them soon. As we said, prog rock and a bit of jazz. I mean, you saw on the Society's video earlier that we've got a jazz society here at Cardiff Uni, so we might have a chat with them about that.
Don't forget as well, the Red Television will be down at Freshers' Ball this evening. It's been down there for the full 10 days. It's going to be there tonight. Come and say hello to us. Get your face on our Cardiff Union TV cameras, just like my ugly mush and the gorgeous one of Beth's.
I don't know about that, Hugh, but you're too modest and self-deprecating, aren't
Well,
you?
at least you've got yourself together and dressed appropriately, whereas I'm in just some sort of T-shirts. I've rushed back from Bristol, folks. I've not just sort of slacked off. It's just because life has taken me elsewhere today.
So we're now joined by the Kinky Wizards. If you'd like to introduce yourself, boys.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
Hello, I'm John. And the old Matt.
And you've all been together for quite a while now.
Well, I haven't. I've just kind of come back. These two have been together, well, since they were naught, pretty much. They're brothers. And they've been playing as the Kinky Wizards duo, just drum and bass, for 15 years, is it now? And the rest. From pots and pans to actual proper instruments. I formed a band with these guys. I kind of joined in their pub band stuff, but then I left. I went to study at a place called Academy of Contemporary Music to become a better musician and to try and contend with these guys. And I've come back slightly more ready to do that.
So are you now the best of the three, considering your professional education, or would you say that these two are still, well ahead of you?
Well, well, not these have innate natural ability, and I just try making sense of it all, pretty much. Though it's hard work at times.
And how was your time at Guildford? How was your freshers experience?
Expensive. No, it was grand. It was a small institute, very particular, studying contemporary music. A lot of my lectures were there sitting with a guitar, which was fab. And I would say the freshers was very modest, a lot of jamming, a lot of introverted musicians getting together. But the tutors there were unbelievable. I was taught by Pete Friesen, who you can see on Wayne's World. He was Alice Cooper's touring guitarist, and he's actually got a line in that. The guy who says, "Isn't this so-and-so place from Milwaukee?" He taught me for 3 years. Frank Tonto, Amy Winehouse's drummer from Back to Black.
Did he used to tell you loads of stories about Amy then?
He kept quite quiet about it. Obviously, Amy was a very, very interesting character, but he plays for Jack Bruce and Level 42, Craig David, all sorts of guys. And he taught me, met Eddie Kramer. Chad Smith randomly walked into our college once. It's an incredible place.
Yeah, during your time there, you must have met some real characters. I'm imagining.
All sorts of hair,
we have interviews with
and all sorts of musical taste as well. Some fantastic people. In fact, I know Naughty Boy's touring drummer quite well. I studied with him for a little while. And Ebony Days there as well. MTV. Kind of new artist of the year. I think she got it in 2013, and she studied there for a while as well. So they have quite an impressive alumni, all wonderful sorts of different musicians, and being in that environment as a musician was fantastic.
So everyone you've kind of studied with has now gone on to bigger and better things. You've come back to Wales, and obviously what you guys are doing at the moment as the Funky Wizards is fantastic, isn't it? And where did the name come from?
Well, I don't know, I suppose, being brothers and everything, when we were sort of younger, we were very interested in sort of pop, jazz, funk. And from the early ages, about 10, we joined like an orchestra. At the time, he was doing clarinet, I was doing percussion. And then about a year later, he lately jumped onto the bass, and then we sort of started writing. We couldn't obviously find a guitarist at the age of 10, so it was quite difficult. So we sort of just started composing. And to be honest, from the age, we've actually got tracks that we play today that he sort of composed at the age of about 12, 13.
Yeah, some of the best tracks we've done that we've got now are from when we were writing at the age of 17, and they seem to be the best tracks that we've actually got. Do you know what I mean?
That's incredible. Do you feel like were you like part of like the school band and like county orchestras? Did that like help shape where you guys are now?
Everything.
We've done everything.
Did you just not bother with any other subject? I can imagine you sitting in the back of the maths room just there playing like a tin whistle or something.
Unfortunately, that was us. In school, because we were the only sort of musicians who were very sort of good at that sort of age, we were used a lot with the music courses for a lot of the older sort of students in our year. So we were pulled out of lessons quite a lot. But then we sort of started doing our thing together and just started writing just live drum and bass. As you hear drum and bass tracks, usually with R&B sort of thing, we are that, but we're live. And we'll demonstrate a little bit about that. Obviously, we're going to improvise with a bit of djembe. But
usually it's a full drum kit. But we when we started jamming, we thought, right, we need to get a guitarist. We need to get a really good guitarist now that's on board with us. And we started playing, and we couldn't find one. So we thought, right, let's just do gigs. We're dying to do some gigs. So we just decided, right, let's just do some gigs. Let's see if we can put it away. You know, let's see if we can get off with just doing a bit of bass and drums. And we started doing that, and ever since we've been doing gigs up in Northampton, Edinburgh, Belgium, London. We do the London drum shows. We got endorsements from companies in Los Angeles, from Apex, Seymour Duncan. And that's just by doing bass and drums. And then we stumbled across a good friend of ours now, a guitarist. So we've managed to rope him in after going away to university, you know, for 3 years.
And start a three-piece.
Told him we'd have him back, and we've got him. So.
With them, have you got any Cardiff shows coming up? And because you guys, obviously, you're brothers, so there's that. And the fact that you've been playing together for so long, is it just instinctive now? You know exactly where he's going to go next, or do you still have occasional rows on stage?
He tends to go a little bit too far, so I have to keep him on the reins. But that's the beauty of what we do, because you're so limited in regards to no singer, no guitarist, no keyboard player. You're sort of reserved in the fact of thinking, right, how can we keep people engaged? How can we keep our music to what the people like? And we've actually played a Freshers. I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago. We set up in I think Amy Winehouse or some sort of cover was underneath us.
Great.
In the main hall.
It was here.
Yeah, it was here. We were upstairs playing, and we just had to sort of keep all heads.
4 hours.
With just drum and bass, and it was incredible. We played this set over and over for 4 hours. It was
amazing. Have you got any Cardiff shows coming up?
To be honest, at the minute we're quite London based.
Apart from this one, obviously.
This exclusive session.
This is what this is what we're doing.
This is what you aspire to do.
We do a lot of help. We help out with a lot of sort of the recording artists who are studying in Atrium. We do a lot of shows. But mainly, we've done.
We've got a gig coming up. I think we got a couple of gigs in the Full Moon.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we do a little supporting some touring bands.
Gassy Jacks.
Gassy Jacks are just down the road, because obviously this is going out to a lot of freshers. They might not know the Cardiff music scene yet. So Gassy Jacks is just a pub based in Cathays. Full Moon is on, I'd say, the world famous Womanby Street, because you've got Club Evil Bark down there. Are you big? Do you go to club regularly, or?
Yeah, we've done a couple of sessions in club.
It's good.
Yes, it's a wicked venue. You know, the whole street is a wicked venue.
I have to say, after being in 3 years of Guildford, I've missed the kind of Cardiff scene. I think Cardiff is a great city. It's a ever-growing kind of big city, and I'm involved with the Millennium Centre now, which is a fantastic venue, by the way. Go see The Lion King. I will be there ushering. Yeah, its culture and identity is ever-growing, and I've certainly come back to be a part of it. So yeah, by all means enjoy the music here, because there's plenty of it.
And you're involved in another Cardiff-based band, or you were? Are you still with Eden Shadow?
I'm in. I run Eden Shadow, kind of as a dictatorship almost. But
an autocracy, eh?
Yeah, my band is from everywhere, all over the place. We get all sorts of people involved, but I write the stuff, and I have a drummer as well who's currently in America at the moment. But that's shameless, self-indulgent, epic prog. Any fans of Dream Theater, Porcupine Tree, Tool, yeah. And if there's one out of 100 people watching this, and there'll be one guy at least who's going, "Oh my God, someone else knows those bands."
So talking about your performance tonight, you're playing us out, of course, a little bit later on. Could you just tell us a little bit about what you're going to be performing tonight?
Okay, well, I'm not featuring much because I'll be playing one song at the end, but these guys will be showcasing what they've always done. I'm pretty new to coming back to these guys, and we're starting to write stuff together. Think Aristocrats. Look up the Aristocrats. Amazing spectacle, and we're going to try and imitate that.
Okay. As in the Disney film.
No, not the
Disney film. That was going to take a weird turn for the evening.
Yeah, it would be more of a struggle.
But considering the kit you've got, if you could mimic Everybody Wants to Be a Cat, I think everyone in the studio would be absolutely blown away. But we really can't wait.
In other ways of mimicking a cat, we're going to be doing a pseudo kind of acoustic samurai Jimi Hendrix song, which everyone will know, though they may not recognise it by the time we're done with it. But we'll certainly see. But yeah, two songs from these guys doing their major spectacle stuff, and then I'll throw my ego in as well. And
sorry to stop you. We're actually going to about a year and a half ago we shot a professional music video demonstrating our sort of tracks that we wrote, which is
it's actually been the video that we shot that got us the endorsements. If you type in Kinky Wizards with 2 Z's in Wizards on YouTube, you'll find all the stuff that we've done.
So and after shooting that video, we've had a lot of publicity, a lot of wicked shows. We're hoping to get with the I forget his name now. What's the gentleman that plays on a Friday night? Jules Holland. We're going to hopefully get some appearance on the Jules Holland.
You were asked a couple of years. It was about a year and a half ago. He was asked to do the drums for Roger Taylor's son. What was his name? Rufus.
Oh yeah, there was just
wow.
again, and you know, and I've been up to Roger Taylor's house, met Roger Taylor, and he's an
goodness me!
I was gutted. I wasn't there. I was
absolute
like,
gentleman.
Can we ask what was that like?
It was very surreal because you turn up through these London streets, and you know, I'm just with the boys who I was who they were recording with Roger Taylor's son, who obviously I was replacing as the drummer. And it's just a bit surreal, sort of that sort of feeling of. Oh.
Was it just kind of one of those moments where you're like,
you know,
hang on, I'm not in South Wales, I'm in London.
We played like a private party with.
I was phoning him every 2 minutes, like, you have to take photos. You have to take photos of Brian.
There was a couple. There was a couple of celebs sort of having, you know, but they were just, you know, they were kept to themselves. Everyone was polite, so. It was just experience. It was really, really interesting.
But it sounds... Sorry, Beth, go
Jules
on.
Holland, I mean, actually, me and Hugh lived together. Our housemate, Jules Holland's her godfather.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
But, I mean, he must... I bet you're excited for that, because he's
well,
a legend,
I mean, you know, by all means, if it comes off, we'll be very thrilled to sort of hopefully make an appearance. But it's just, you know, we're pushing bass and drums as far as we can.
But
it's a bit different. What we'll be playing later is a lot different to what... what you're probably expecting.
Yeah, and what you find with the stuff you write as well, you're usually 2 years behind. So I'm working on an album with Hidden Shadow now, where most of the stuff I wrote 2 years ago, and a lot of what will be culminating over the next year or so will be long-term planning. So it's a kind of transition phase for the three of us at the moment.
I mean, because we've had a previous guitarist who on our main video we shot, sort of showcased with us, but. You know, people move on, things happen. So now this young gentleman is going to hopefully try and keep up.
Start of a new era for you guys, and we'll see it in a bit.
Yeah,
but now,
we'll have a play just to
thank you so much for coming on. It's been really great.
Thank you for having us.
The Funky Wizards, you'll be able to catch them.
Kinky Wizards. Funky, it is funky.
It is funky. It's a compliment.
I've even changed your name, but yeah, coming up now.
It's probably better.
We've got Ali Hayden-Jones from the 9-9. He played the 9-9 party in the Union on Friday evening, and we've got an interview with him that we did last year.
Yeah, the interview's done by Helen Griffiths.
Okay, that was good. Hi, I'm Helen from CUTV, and I'm here with Aled Hayden-Jones, who's DJing in the Union tonight. Hi, Aled.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks.
So you've been to Cardiff a few times before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Have you got any funny stories from previous visits?
I think Cardiff Uni was the only Freshers Week I've ever done where Don't Stop Believing got 2 guys punching each other at the front. I was kind of, how do you go from that song to this action? Everyone else around them was singing along happily, except for them in the middle. So I'm hoping it wasn't the song. I hope they had their own issues and it was nothing to do with Glee.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy. That's the least likely song to have a punch up to ever. But, have you got any songs in particular that you're looking forward to playing tonight, or any particular crowd pleasers? Sorry.
Yeah, you do see that songs kind of come in and out of fashion, and the last couple of weeks the Avicii, obviously any Avicii song is doing really well, but the number one he had is pretty big at the moment, so I'm looking forward to playing that one. And also there's this Rihanna. I mean, it's a couple of years old now, but it just gets the whole room every single time, so I'm really looking forward to playing that tonight.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Rihanna.
Yeah.
Have you heard of The Fox by Elvis? Are you going to be playing The Fox at all?
Do you think it would go down well?
I think so. We love it in the student media office. We can't stop listening to it, and particularly the sounds that the Fox makes.
I have to be honest. Actually, that's a secret from Radio 1 as well. Everyone in the building is going, "Oh my god, this is terrible. This is really terrible." But you will find at least 5 different computers showing the video, and everyone's just kind of staring at it in slight disbelief, but at the same time finding it hilarious.
you're from Aberystwyth and you went to Swansea Uni, didn't you?
That's true.
So,
Actually, yeah, I went to Swansea Uni but lived in Cardiff. So it always feels like a bit of a home crowd. So touch wood, it's always been brilliant nights whenever I've done Cardiff. I do sometimes do clubs in town as well as I do university gigs. So I've done quite a few in Cardiff, and so far all been amazing.
excellent, that's what we like to hear. You do the surgery on Sunday nights.
Yes.
You did a uni special recently, didn't you? What kind of issues did you find came up in that? What do you find that freshers struggle with the most at uni?
It is actually overwhelmingly making friends. I think that's what scares most people before they come to university. We had lots of calls, some very sensible people were worried about money, worried about the workload and whether it was going to get even more from A-levels. But the overwhelming number of texts and calls were, I've got my group of friends in school, I get on really well with them, I've built that group up over the last few years. What if no one likes me? What if I don't make friends? What if I hate it? What if I miss home? These are the kind of issues. So what we did was we interviewed Feet Up Friday guys who came on to Radio 1 on Fridays, and I interviewed DJs and also some of the staff at Radio 1 about their fears before university, and then the reality of it, and how it was a few days later. Every one of them said it was fine. So everyone who's nervous about going to university because they won't make friends, give it a few days and you'll look back and you go, why was I so worried? What a waste of energy.
Well, that's a good note to end it on, I think, because that's great advice. Thank
Freshers, you've been here with us 10 days in a row. We really hope you've had a fantastic time with us. We certainly have, haven't we, Hugh?
I was going to say, because we certainly have indeed. We've had a lot of memories created over the last 10 days, a lot of fantastic features. We hope it's been good fun for you to watch, and I think it's fair to say, Beth, we are playing you out in fitting style.
And you will be able to see us down in the Great Hall and in a place later. Just look out for the red TV. And also, if you want to come and get involved in CUTV or any other part of Cardiff Student Media, come along to our first meeting. It's on Wednesday at 3 o'clock in the Great Hall. And we hope to see you there. And now we pass you over to the lovely Kinky Wizards, Funky Wizards.
So from myself and Beth, it's goodbye. Goodbye.
starting this one up?
You start straight away.
Very superstitious writings on the wall. Very superstitious ladder's about to fall. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck, good times in your past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Very superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Rid me of your problems. Do all that you can. Keep me in a daydream. Keep me going strong. You don't wanna save me. Sad is in my song. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Very superstitious. Nothing more to say. Very superstitious. Devil's on his way. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck, good times in your past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Thank you.